Ching-a-ling! Back on here. I am on here with the Corona Lockdown Nightly Workout Knockout. Alright? This is the Corona Lockdown Nightly Workout Knockout. And I'm probably going to have to do this in about 3 or 4 parts tonight because all I got to record my video on is my phone. So let's get to it. Tonight I'm going to work Pennsylvania. Alright? And what I'm going to do is we're going to go back here on the 13th. Start with midday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with midday where the number is 082. That's what fell in midday was 082. Hold on a minute. Let me get my piece of paper here. Yep. This is the Corona Lockdown Workout. Let me get my pen right here. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I really can't see that good, so because I got this light right here kind of shining in my eyeballs. But I'm going to try, I'm going to get it on the paper just so y'all can see it a little bit better. Alright, so I was just thinking, I don't know if any of y'all have noticed lately, but ever since we've had this, let me turn this around so I can talk to you. Ever since we've had this coronavirus thing going on, these lottery numbers has been stupid. I mean, so, I mean, they've been really, really stupid. No matter what you do, no matter what kind of workout you do, if you think you got the answer, you think you're close to it, then all of a sudden it pops up, you ain't got the answer, and some stupid answer from God knows where they got it from pops up. That tells me that they over there screwing with the numbers. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, if they're going to be screwed with the numbers and how they get their numbers, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Well, I'm going to be just as screwed with my workouts as they are with their getting their numbers. So we're going to figure this thing out. If I only had that 082 in order to figure out what the next night's number is, that evening number, which would have been the April 13th in the evening this week, this Pennsylvania. Check this out. Let's get back down here. Like I said, only thing we have is 082, and I'm thinking about that. How am I going to get my number? What can I do if I didn't know any workouts whatsoever? I didn't know nothing about no 317 and no 646 workouts, and I'm looking at this number. I'm like, how in the heck, what can I do to this number to squeeze out a good number to play for this evening? This is what I'm going to do. Alright. Like I said, this is a workout where there ain't no rules. You kind of like make your own rules up as you go along. So we're playing one number to get to another number. This is what I'm going to do. And it doesn't really matter. Like I said, the rules don't matter because, hey, when a fool ain't got no driver's license and don't know how to drive, there ain't no damn rules, and that's all there is to it. So if I took that 082, and if I took that 8 in that 2, and say I add the 8 plus the 2, what's that going to give me? It's going to give me 10. So therefore now I've got 10, I've got 8, and I've got 2. Okay? So if I got 10 and 8, 2, that's a 4-digit number. Well, we're playing right now, we're not on pick 4, we're playing Pennsylvania pick 3. We're looking for pick 3 numbers, okay? So how am I going to get a pick 3 number out of that? Well, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to take that 10 right there. We're going to steal a 1 from that. 1 minus 10 leaves what? We're going to leave 9. Well, that same 1 that I took out of that 10, we're going to give it to that 8. It's just like, you know, if you had your mama standing over top of you and you had too much candy and your brother had none, she's gonna take a piece of candy from you and she's gonna turn around and give a piece to your brother to make it even. So we're gonna take that same one that we took from this 10, we're gonna give it that 8. 8 plus 1 is what? 9. I'll write that down so y'all can see what I'm talking about. 8 plus 1 is 9. And I'm gonna leave it right there. So now, what's a number going to do? What's 9 to do? 9s are powerful. They are some little powerful things. So if I'm sitting here looking at that and trying to figure out what to do next, well, I'm not really stumped because we're still on the road. Just imagine we're going down the road, okay, in a car, and we're trying to get to a destination, point A to point B. So we're still going down the road. What can I do? This is a good idea right here. You can take that 9, you can flip that 8. Flip that 8, it's going to give you, what, 3? Alright, take that 2. 2 times 3 is what? It's 6. Alright, take that 6, put it right there. You can do it like that. You can do it also like that. You can take the 9 right there. You can flip that 9. And you can take that 9, you can take that 9 right here to that 2, and you can flip that 2. Let me put it down here so you can see, again, what I'm talking about. You got the 9, and you got the 9. You can take that 9 up here and mirror that 2 to a 7. Alright, so let me give you a 7. Alright. You can still take that same 1, a piece of that 1, we'll just say it's 1, alright, from that 10 that we gave to the 8 over here and made it 9. We take that 1, we could add it, or no, subtract it from that 7. And 7 subtract 1 equals what? 6. That's going to give you 9, 9, 6. And sure enough, last Monday, the answer was right there, 9, 9, 6. That's what and that's what I'm talking about. Just taking one number, alright? Ain't no rules to the game. We just making up our own rules, no workout. We're making it up as we go along, okay? So, let's move on a little bit, okay? So we're looking for the next day. If we hit on that evening, we're going to try to get one out the next day. Alright, so look at here. The only number you got now, remember, is that 9, 9, 6. We're going to have to figure out something where we're going to get our next number from. Ouch. My butt hurts, I tell you. Whew. Well, let's take this right here. Take this 9 right here. Let's mirror this 6 back to 1. We're going to mirror the 6 back to 1. And we're going to add that 6 to this 9. Alright, so 1, maybe my mouth is getting too ahead of me. We're going to add that 1 to this 9. 9 plus 1 equals 10. Let's write it down right over here so we keep track of everything. That's 10. That's going to give us a 9 and a 6. Alright. And still, like I said, that's a 4-digit number. What we're going to do with that? We just got that number. We got to figure out something. Let's do this. I'll tell you what. Let's take that 1. We're going to keep the 0 part of it. Keep the 0. This time, let's add it to that 6. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Put your 7 right there. Alright. Now, we still got that 9. What are we going to do with that 9? Since the 9 is all powerful, and look here, since the 9 is all powerful, let's take that 9 and let's use it to, hold on a minute, I'll tell you in a second. Let's take that 9 right there, and let's use it to mirror, not mirror, yeah, mirror, yeah it is, I'm crazy. Let's use that 9 to mirror that 7, write it down right here. Alright, they're going to bring you 2. Alright, again, take that 9, 9 subtract 2 equals what? 7, alright, and sure enough, put your 7 right there, and look right there. Right there was your next answer, 077. Like I said, hey, we in a time where a lot of right now is like the Wild Wild West. There ain't no rules. Why should there be any rules to any workouts? As long as you know your mirror numbers, you know your flip numbers. Do you know your polar numbers? Polar numbers are your tri-family numbers. Your tri-family numbers are 1, 4, 7, which is A. I mean the family A. Family B is 2, 5, 8, and family C is 3, 6, 9. Okay, now look here. Up here, all these right here. All these are in family C. They're all in family C, okay? They went from being family C, it got all split up. Now, it's in family 1. And then, of course, that's a 0 is really nothing. Because there's nothing right there. There's not another number in that position other than the 0, because 0 can either be all or nothing. Right now it just happens to be a nothing right there, so it's nothing 7, 7. Okay, so the next one ought to be kind of simple. So if we had, wait a minute, let me find me a clean sheet of paper, something I can flip over right here. This is what I do with my paper. I'll be working on my papers. If it's got something on one side, I'll just save it. If it ain't got something on the other side, I'll save it and use the back side of it later. So our last draw was 077. And I'm looking at that 077, and I'm thinking to myself, dang, if I didn't have no other numbers, what could I do to that? What could I do with that to come up with the next number? Let's do this. Alright. Let's do this. You see that 0 right there? Since it's in a nothing spot, let's put it back like a 10. Alright. Let's take that 1. Actually, let me do this with you, okay? We put it like a 10, right? 10 subtract 7 is what? 3. What about I always told you a 3 was? A 3 equals a 9. They are in the C tri-family. A 3 and a 9 are in the C tri-family. Alright, so look at this. Wait a minute. 10 subtract 9 is going to be 1. Okay, if I took that 9, I can mirror that 1 to a what? To a 6. Alright. That would make both of them in the C tri-family. But right now, we're not wanting to be in the C tri-family. So we're going to take that 1 and do just like this. Is all we're going to do. Since there's, like I said, there's no rules to this game. You're saying, well, how do I know? Well, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on playing a bunch of numbers. So this is all I'm going to play. I'm going to play that 0. I'm going to play that 7 again. And this time, instead of playing the 6, we're going to take that 1. Look what fell. 0, 7, 1. Yep. I could keep on going if I wanted to. Y'all, I'm just trying to prove a point right now. Y'all want me to keep on going? I guess I'm doing okay, because, I mean, my batteries ain't run out, and I ain't really made no screwed up mistakes so far. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we know that back in the Monday evening, we had 996 in the mix. Then we had 0, 7, 7. I'm going to line them up just like they fell. Then we had 0, 7, 1. With all 3 of those in the line, that's going to tell me that, hey, this 9 up here is still kind of on the powerful side, because it's going to mirror really anything in these 2 lines. Yep. Or since I ain't got no rules, it can also mirror anything in the whole entire set of numbers that I got. Just because I said that there ain't no rules. Hell, the lottery ain't got no rules. They throw numbers out that don't make no damn sense. And we can't figure out how did they get it doing our workout. So I'm like, well, like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what we're going to do. We're playing with no rules. So, let's do it like this. Take that 996 and let's look really sharply at this. I'm going to put it down here. 996. Let's look really sharply at this 0, 7, 1. Alright. So let's do this. For our next number, we're going to take that 9. We're going to mirror that 7. It's going to come out of 2. Alright. We're going to take that 9. This is just, hey, this is just, like I said, no rules. We're going to take that 9. We're not going to mirror it, because if I mirrored that 9, this is going to be a 4. But what I'm going to use that 9 for right here is going to use it to change this 9 to a polar number, which it will also, it changes either into a mirror, flip, or a polar number. We're going to change that 9 to a polar number to its own family, which would be 3. A 9 is also a 3. A 3 is also a 9. Why? Because it's all in the same family, the same tri-family. See? 9, 9, 6, 3, 6, 9. Look. 1, 4, 7. That's family A. Family B. 2. Wait a minute, I can't write. I can't see what I'm doing. 5, 8. Family C is 3, 6, 9. Okay. So since we used our 9 to change, let me get my mouth right. Get my mouth running too fast. Since we used our 9 to change the 9 to a 3, we made it 3, 2. We're going to do this. We're going to add 2 to that 1 right there. And that's going to give us what? 3. 3, 2, 3. And look what fell next. Yep. And that's what I call playing with a no rules workout. There ain't no rules, okay? There ain't no rules. As long as you know what you know in your head, you can do what you do, okay? So, you want me to keep on going? We'll keep on going. Let me get me another sheet of paper right here. Miss Kathleen Johnson here in South Carolina gave me a bunch of paper, all this paper right here. Miss Kathleen, I'm still thinking I wanted to let you know that I've used this paper wisely. You have saved my life this year. I've used this paper wisely. And I just sit here. I do the workouts on one side. I don't throw it away. I'll save it for a little bit later on and turn around and use the other side on doing more workouts. That's all I do is sit here, write and study, write and study. Alright. So like I said, we had 9, 9, 6. We had 0, 7, 7. We had 0, 7, 1. Now we've got 3, 2, 3. Excuse me, write that better. 3, 2, 3. Yeah. Now, how are we going to get our next number? If we just had that 3, 2, 3. If we just had that 3, 2, 3. How are we going to get our next number? What is it we can do to that one number right there that will give us a good number, a good no rules number to play? I mean, y'all liable to get anything, but like I said, it's got to be three numbers coming from this number, but it's got to be a different number. Also, it can't all be in the same tri-family. So you're might have to go back and do a little bit of backtracking for the past couple of draws or so to see what kind of patterns you got, and see what kind of tri-families are in what sets of numbers. Okay? So this is what you do. This is what I do. I take that 3. I take that 3 and that 2 right there, okay? And I would say 3 times 2 equals 6. Alright. Then I'll take that 3 and that 2. Say 3 plus 2 equals 5. Alright. Then I take that 2 and that 3. I say 2 plus 3 equals 5 again. And the simplest thing you could possibly do is 6, 5, 5. Okay? And sure enough, right there you go, 6, 5, 5. So how did I know that there was a double coming on? Well, I really didn't know. But you can pretty much rest assured that when there's a double coming on, whether it be split apart like this one here with a 3, another number in the middle, and another 3 over here, you can rest assured that there's going to be a 1 and a 0 involved in it. Alright, also, if your numbers are going to be, if your double is going to be side by side like this 5, 5, you can pretty well bet there's going to be a 2 somewhere in the previous draw. So I'm hoping that's going to give y'all something to think about. Like I said, Queen Chingling right now is pulling out all the stops. If they're not giving us any rules to play by, and they're throwing any kind of number out there at us for whatever the hell comes next, I'm going to throw out any kind of workout. I ain't going to say anything. I ain't going to stop at no 317. I'm not going to sit here and rack my brain out on it. I watched a movie the other night called Pie. I thought that was the most senseless movie. I was trying to get something out of it. And the whole movie, hold on, I'm get my cat back on my pen. The whole movie, from start till almost the end of it, to me, it was like it was very boring to me, for one thing. I didn't get nothing out of it. I didn't really make no sense out of it. But because of the fact that it was based on pi, meaning circle, and numbers, and so the guy's quest was to find the ultimate number or something, which there really is no ultimate number. There really is no ultimate number. The moral of the story that came down to the end of it, he was just working too hard. He was just working too hard. The movie Pi, I don't know, it won an award, so a lot of people liked it. I think it was made like maybe back in 1991. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch it. It was kind of like a good versus evil type movie. That's what it was made to look like. But then, in the end, it sort of takes you to a spot where you realize that you're just working too hard on these numbers. You're just really working too hard. Take a break and relax. Chill out. Don't think so hard. I'm telling you, thinking will kill you. And not only will thinking kill you, but seriously, these numbers, if you sit here and dive your head into these numbers, they will literally drive you crazy. It will drive you insane. This be Queen Chingling. I hope y'all got something out of this video. And I'm out here. Like I said, if y'all want numbers, or y'all want some numbers for... If y'all want me to pick out you some numbers or something, just give me a call on my landline. Throw a little on that Cash App for me. Queen Chingling kind of needs it right now. We in pretty dire straits right now. We got a couple of folks I'm going to be working on your numbers. Y'all already called me and helped me out a little bit, so I'm going to be working on your numbers here shortly in a minute. And I will be getting in touch with you in a minute. A few minutes to give you those numbers. And also, I've learned something important about the charts. Any of y'all out there that has bought my chart, that has received my chart, even y'all that have not received my chart, but I texted you the chart, you really need to be getting in touch with me, because I've discovered something also different about the chart that really, to me, is exciting as I don't know what. Especially right now. And you know, Queen Ching, like I said, she's pulling out all the stops, throwing away all the rules, and she'll liable to do anything that she can to find that hit number. And I'm sure that I can lead you in the right direction to help you find that hit number. Y'all have a good, this be Queen Chingling, and I'm out of here. See y'all later. Hit me up later.